universal laws versus, and I hate to say it, but this is the way they've always said it, and this is the way the programming is man's laws. The universal laws versus man's laws. The way that it happens, babes, that the side of the organism, which is, whenever I say organism, you're looking at some crawly things on the planet with 5-pointers, and they're doing all kinds of stuff, driving down the road, helicopters. Those helicopters can be silenced, by the way. Phew, God, why is it such an egoic, I'm here, kind of a place where, yeah, the cars can be silent, but instead it's like, let's make it, let's like make it growl, it's like, babes, if you can just get your tiger for a friend, or your Mustang, or whatever you're doing, then you can have that sound and feel utmost powerful and sovereign in whatever it is that you're doing, but you don't. You're not. Like I said, now, when you see, if you've ever gotten a glimpse and questioned it, and then now you see how it's gotten even worse, just over the past 3 years, something has been just like instilled. If anything, it's like those vaccine thingies, were something that I just got the vision of how they just added this ingredient to this pit, like ditch of it's not gold filling in, it's the aluminum crap. It's just, and that ditch is a metaphor for spiritual hygiene, and it actually just created this false sense of accomplishing, perhaps, like, and it's all about material gain, material wealth, hanging on, doing this math that says I win here, and of course, I'm not saying that you shouldn't work to hand down something that makes sense to your children, but who is doing that for us? In the long run, and then also you look at it. I'm reflecting on the land ownership that we supposedly assume here, which it just became clear to me that you do not. If you own land, you hang on to it with all your might. I keep going back and forth about this, but if you see, you want um, an environment of meditation which harbors meditators, and if living within a clearing of 30 acres is required, then so be it. And in the center is the ashram, but really it's a gathering of people who have learned meditation, and they know what you're talking about when you say what I just said. All you need is 30 acres, and the center you have warriors that stand as meditators, and ideally, babes, you are working this land. Now, see, ideally, you know where you are, and the people that built the house that I'm living in now, and that I'm related to, they knew exactly what was here and what this place all about, and the presence that has filtered in here and filed it in, and see, literally, the last video I made is remarkable. I'll put it up again. Really, several videos are like this, and it's like where I'm coming from is yes, unfortunately, we had just a tiny bit of land. It's a little microcosmic example, but it's like, no, if I had that land, it would be quieter. There would be less madness. It wouldn't be such a fucking madhouse. I would be a lot more together about it, and I'd say, because eventually, like, it would chalk in. More people would be here, but guess how it would be? It would be like this. Okay, oh, wow. Hi, people. Hey, I have got 18 trees, apple trees here. Take them. What are we doing? let's produce out, see, and what that is a private operations, you see. But nobody has private property anymore. Nobody's really private. And see, this is the thing where you hear it. It's like, well, they want to knock off it being private property and stuff. And what they're really doing is saying that they don't want any sovereign people micromanaging themselves to the point of feeling good at all. Possibility. Really, basically, simply. Because it can happen. In your neighborhood, there's probably a leader, and I dare say that these are the gardeners. They know how to. They're looking around thinking, okay, so why aren't we gardening now? Well, for one, we have running water coming through here. Wherever you have running water, it should be that you're managing the land in such a way that you're growing things. And I didn't just say to make sure the water's not running at the bottom of the hill. No, you can do it in such a way that it's actually there's plenty. There's plenty. Don't use chemicals either. We have ladybugs here, and if you pay attention, it's a fucking beautiful balance. Some microcosms, down to the canyons, are just balanced. That's what Earth is. And we don't know the shape of it if you want to talk about it. If it's round, or a donut, or a disc. It is something that you're managing through a PC. Your behaviors and what in your so-called belief system, which really you want to be with system. You don't want a belief system. You want to be with. Kids, what word do you recognize better, belief or be with? Do you want somebody to be with you? Or do you want somebody to believe you? Kids, I'm asking you, they already answered. Oh, I want somebody to be with me. No more mind fucks. Eventually we pick up on that and we're doing a separation. It's like, no, we need something more rooted. Trying to open up to the populace, whoever's listening to it more and more, you're going to see it in other places if you're searching at all. I mean, I don't know where you came from, why you're looking at my video, but I am here for you. The ones that scurry about at the AM PM and then go and sit and drink their Slurpee. And it's like, there's a little something. If you were wondering, in a unique situation, more and more you can try and hear it. Maybe some people know it like you. That I am authentic when I'm doing it, when I'm looking at it, like now it's like, oh, and you try to pipe up and say, okay, so civilization, are you here? No. We have people building boxes and cribs and forts and another. And you right away, you know a narcissist through their conversation, and they let you know what they don't like, not only about you, first thing about you, but it's condescending. It goes into other situations like the riffraff walking down the road, the people with no money, you know, they come from over there to school and they sit down on the rock and they smoke pot. And like, you're telling me what has been happening here for 35 years, for what, 60, for how? This is planet Earth. Hello, planet Earth, human. There's humans out there, yeah, and they're apt to just wander around in your shitty fucking maze, you fucking non-human binary processing. Absolutely not here. No fun. Really, we don't really know why. We're trying to figure out how they gain control with very little. I don't even think there's anything on this planet. But what you think is a controller, they're way the hell away from here. I think it's a little bit too empty. It's vacated of intelligence to think that there's anything here that can care about it. This says, oh, I love these little evolvements. No, it's more like involved, and it's involved with this system that operates through binary processing, ones and zeros, black and white, on or off, win or lose. And there isn't much detail in between except for just high or low. How do I today tonight? Good luck. You don't even know a real tap into the truth that makes you rise up with buoyancy, let alone how to be humble and experience humility over not being the one that's in control. So getting back to narcissists, it's the plague of the earth. Why would we want it? Why does every once in a while my algorithms, they just let it through? See, they have the ability to let stuff through that matters. There is actually a lot of love. Now, Venus rules the earth. If you do astrology enough, language points out what's actually happening here. Venus rules Taurus. earth, and Mars rules fire or physical creation, the very forging up or assembling of atoms. The Venetian is like the hearing of what works, say, of the truth that allows creation through. That's the feminine principle, and then there's the masculine principle that is just an established atomic vibrational frequency. I think it's just like is the side of the organism that stores all DNA, particularly the DNA that is intelligence that when it's awakened, it can become memory and information inside of the mind. See, it particularly rules the mind. So you have that one side that is mainly mentally driven and mind prone. But how is it being programmed? I just described it. It's like you're going to have a bodily experience through your DNA. There's a lot going on that more than what we are being led to believe. The belief system thing, without being with it, keeps us literally. It's just we're a little bit up above primates, like apes. That's why they can relate us with apes. Look, you're just like no different from apes. You're swinging from tree to tree, but we've cut down the tree and we've made houses out of them. And you're not sovereign. You're taught or trained, in fact, like an ape can be. Monkey with money. With money as monkey. There's just 1K away from just looking. That says money. Yes, monkey. Oops. Just a fucking mechanism that says, oh, oh. Binary processor. Did I get back into the danger of that? Well, it's not hooked into the heart, doesn't have its own intelligence. It's not going to be working the truth and reality. Not really. The reality is a miss. It can be in a box and just doing numbers. And this is the thing is like, okay, so women are becoming binary processors. And we're not impressed with you, huns. You're not really women. Both of you, who just remain the binary processing side of the capability of our apertures, are not human yet. You have to turn yourselves on. It's called enlightenment. You have a heart and you go through so much. Oh, you have to realize, oh, those are just people. My mother, my father, um, my brother, my sister, my priest, all of them, the possibility of them could have been that they could just have ended up being good friends. What are good friends? Are there any friends? Friend. Now this is Pluto and Aquarius talking, and Aquarius talks about friends. Why? Well, it's a true connection. It's the highest role you can possibly become. Yes, your mother, your brother, your aunt, your sister, your priest, your father, your police officer has a high possibility of becoming that highest role possible, which is just a good friend. What is that? Oh, it's a heart connection, Hans. It's a heart connection. We want nothing but the best for you. It's a possibility for you that being a parent isn't such a fucking dead-end road, because it is. Mothers, fathers, that's a dead-end road. Best friends last forever. Don't tell me we're losing. Friend? Friend? What's a friend? I'm getting creepy because that's the Pluto and Aquarius feel. It's like, did you lose your heart capacity? Now you're turning us into witches, huh? Oh, but I thought you wanted to be friends. What are you doing now? It just looks like that you're... What kind of a friend is that? See, a mind narcissist can't be a friend to anybody. They can't get along. They do something with their minds that's sick. It's sick. Mind and illness are synonymous. If it's the mind that's blind to itself being there, it can't even entertain. It's the fact of itself and what it really is. It has no sense of humor. It's very black and white. it's not safe to be. It's like for an artist, somebody who's an artist, heart, ear, that is listening in real time. And see, I was talking about self-organizer. The binary processor, see, it's a self-organizing system, but if it's not hooked into the heart, it's not going to use reality and and experiences of the truth. The truth, this is a controversial subject matter for just the purely binary processing machine, is the same for everybody. See, they don't even know what the fuck the truth is. They know the truth about their on-off signal. Bipolar, you want to talk about it? It's not in its body yet. It's not considering a feeling yet that's genuine to itself, that says, oh, I'm connected to this entire organism. Not only that, but there's a beyond, that there's a creator that is saying, you have karma here, fuckface. Your ancestors are shackled right now because you need to learn to work this karma. You can set them free or keep them there. What the fuck are you doing? How did you end up here? Every single one here is fallen. And how sick are you? That's the question. Some of them are way, like, not even in this lifetime are they going to make it out of the hell that is fucking somehow some bitching way out. See, I keep getting flashes of what it really is, and it's like, wow, okay. But some people, Bodhisattva, Christ Jesus, and a lot of other people, they're probably sitting there going, God, this is the stupidest waste of time. Why is everybody so... I mean, did you even have that question? I mean, at least 40 seconds before you took your last breath, because then rebirth happened a little bit. Truly being reborn, getting out of your mind and into your heart, and owning, being with, instead of this fucking belief shit. Woo! Woo! 5:47 in the morning. Did you notice my aura? Did you notice how I just did my whole, gave myself a makeover energetically. We are to ascend into heaven, and we don't experience the hell of sickness and death. This is what my generation has coming for it. If it has disciplined itself enough away from the world, away from all that compulsory suggestion, and especially away from your family karma, that it's just a suggestion. Were they good friends, or did they keep you in a trap, and is it still a trap, and do they shove their heads up your ass, or do you shove your head up their ass just as a hiding place, and there isn't anything else? There isn't any really good friends. Huh? Hey, don't take it personally. I'm all alone here. It's 99% of you out there, pretty much. There's just a few that sit on the outskirts going, hi, Jesus. Can you tell us exactly what's going on? Sure, come with me.